Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another recording session of Hearthstone. Let's see, did we do the Tavern Brawl today or is today an arena run? Yep, today's an arena run, so let's start with that. We need play 20 that costs 5 or more. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. Paladin, a Priest, and Rogue. Get a little bit more gold. Arena run. Let's see. So it was Paladin, Priest, or Rogue. Right? Let's play with the Paladin. Let's just try something crazy. What has been going on right now is that if you have the right cards with the Paladin, you are capable of making the deck that everybody wins with. So playing an arena run here might get me the cards that I need. When the minion dies, I'll take that one. Let's see. I've been watching some other people play these. So the deck, from what I've heard, is called Secret Paladin, and let's see, change the minion's attack to one that's just a spell. Take that, that's probably wrong. I guess I'll take some Murlocs. Take a pirate. Take that. Of course, it's really difficult to get this to work when you're not picking your own cards. I will take Master Jouster, and then I'll take this guy, and we'll start with that so we have a 1 mana to play. Take that. Take that one. Take this one. Take that. Take that. Max costs less. I'll take this one. I guess I'll hold on to that just in case. Noble Sacrifice. Mad Bomber. So the good players that I've been watching a little bit of is they have the ability to know or look up like a specific numerical value of each card, and they're like, oh, this card's a 60 out of 100 or something. I haven't figured it out completely, but I think between these two, this one's the better one. But I'll take it, I guess. Take this. I'm going heavy in the charge. Do I want Heckler or +4/+4? I'll take Heckler. And then that one. And this one wouldn't help me any. That one. So, not a great deck. You can see the curve is a little weird. But let's just play it. We do have, what was it, 5 victories we're shooting for? So if we could get 5 victories in the arena run, that would be great. I don't know in particular why I was having such a problem getting into, but use no deck. So I don't know why I was having such a problem getting into Dishonored, and I'm not having any trouble with it. In fact, I'll be done with the main story probably by the end of today or tomorrow. I would have been done with it already if I didn't happen to have taking a break. Ooh, I'm gonna take Mad Bomber just so I know I have something I can play. But yeah, I took a break and watched all of The Man from High Castle. It ends, I will say it's 10 episodes, so it's missing a couple. And it ends
One shot.
kind of just setting up the second season. Nothing really gets resolved or explained. You're just the entire first season. It just kind of introduces you to the world. It's very interesting. I'm not a super fan of.
The light compels you.
Go ahead and play that.
I'll give it a shot.
I'm not a big fan of like historical shows or movies, World War II things, and The Man from High Castle has the weird Philip K. Dick twist of if the Nazis had won the war, and then on top of that, so you're in this universe where the Nazis had won the war, and they've split all of North America along the Rocky Mountains, and on the east side, Japan owns that side, and on the west side, Nazi Germany owns that side. And you kind of follow the political dealings there in that universe and the resistance.
I'll give it a shot.
The resistance effort. And one of the things the resistance is doing is they're finding these films that show like footage of other things. So the first film they find completely shows that what happened in our history, that the Nazis lost, and that
to battle,
and that Japan surrendered because we dropped the 2 atomic bombs. But in this universe, actually Germany dropped the atomic bomb. So the big change, I would think, was probably Albert Einstein and several other people I couldn't name did not defect from Germany and instead stayed. I think that's how it went. I don't know. See, like I said, I'm not a big fan of history, so I can't even really honestly tell you what happened in reality. But that's kind of just a backdrop. If in all reality this universe could be set in the future in some space colonies, it doesn't matter. But because they didn't go that way, it makes it a little bit more interesting. And so I look forward to season 2, which is going to be a long time from now, I bet. Do I want something with Charge and Divine Shield, or do I want to play something with Taunt? I think I'll play something with Taunt. And let's see if we can get get them to play a 4th character that I could steal one of them. It's kind of a bad strategy here. So yeah, I watched all of The Man from High Castle. I was watching some of Awesome Games Done Quick. I kept getting into it in bouts of insomnia. None of it is super interesting to watch because it's mostly at this exploit level or this high technical level that doesn't interest me. So if somebody tells me they can beat a game in 5 minutes and that game is supposed to be beaten in 30 hours, well, the way they're going to do that is they're going to exploit it a lot, they're going to cheat a lot. They're going to do everything that they could possibly do to... Oh, darn it. let's just go ahead and play this thing.
Victory!
Could have won there, but oh well, I'll take it. Take another turn. So I watched some of that. I also watched some of Pinball Done Quick, which inherently the problem with pinball, and even though I have said I want to get Pinball Arcade, all the DLC for that that's available right now, and do whenever they come up with a new table, do like an update type thing. Inherently the problem with pinball is that every game is the same when you first start.
Not on my watch.
Job's done.
It starts at the same place. Even the best of the best players are only gonna be able to play up to a certain point. They could play for maybe 5, 10, even 20 minutes on one game if they're doing a really good game. But pinball has never been designed in a concept of you playing for hours and hours or making any progress. So as soon as you lose that third or fifth ball, if you're really lucky and they've set it to give you 5 or more balls per game. But once you figure that out, once you've used those balls, all progress is gone. I don't know of any pinball that doesn't do that. There are some games that are kind of not quite exactly pinball games that sort of do stuff like that, but I wouldn't really count those.
Mental dislocator.
Your soul shall suffer. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, you got it.
So he's down to 4 now. So yeah, I know when I do, if I do something for pinball, it's just gonna be a spotlight. It's not gonna be a series. And the speed running of pinballs is really just how quickly can you get to the super multi-ball, the super jackpot, or whatever mode happens to be the hardest in whichever pinball games. And then the setup to record and play pinball is incredibly more difficult because you have to have actual pinball machines somewhere, and the camera angle is awful on real pinball machines when you try to record it, because the typical idea is to put the camera directly above the pinball machine, which makes this very long image that doesn't fit on TV screens at all, or computer screens, or any screens really. So there's no way to really even show it as much as you would like. There we go, we'll do this, we'll do this.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
So you can't get a nice up-close look of the pinball view. I think the right way, and I don't think anybody has really adapted this, would be to have potentially the camera either right at the lip where the bumpers are going upward, so right at the edge, at the front middle edge of the top of the pinball table, or potentially, let's see this guy may win, darn it, wow. If I'm not careful, if he can just keep on knocking things out, I may lose here. And that shouldn't happen. The other thought as far as putting the camera is to put it exactly where the human head is, and if the human head is there, then how is the human person playing? lost. I don't know how I've lost this. I don't know what happened that he squeezed out a victory. I was doing very well. I was doing very, very well, and somehow I've lost. And I don't just think it was because I was not paying attention. There was something late game missing in my deck. It feels like. Well, at least we destroyed 11 of 40 minions. That is a terrible way to start an arena run. So yeah, I just don't know how you would do pinball. And I'd love to own a pinball game, but the upkeep is so much that I don't think I would do a good job maintaining it. Owning a pinball game is kind of like owning a puppy. It takes effort to keep them happy and healthy, type of things. And it's as parts and things for pinballs get scarcer and scarcer, it's only going to become more difficult. Go ahead and do that. End the turn.
Reporting for duty.
I'll give it a shot.
I think I built this deck as a very just like quick charge style deck, and that might be part of the problem with it.
Reporting for duty.
I'll give it a shot.
It's almost so glaringly obvious what I'm gonna do. So yeah, to wrap up on the pinball, I will just do very quick spotlights on each table. Try to learn as much about the table as possible. It's not really important for me to have never played the game the first time. So that you see my first experience on a pinball game. In fact, it's for Pinball Arcade, since they have some challenges, it's helpful to get all the challenges done first and unlock the little extras of changing the balls and all that. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Deal 3 damage. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Hit this guy twice. Darn it.
Reporting for duty.
Darn no luck. That sucked. That was totally a gamble there. The odds were not in my favor. Speaking of odds not being in the favor, people are going insane for the lottery. I'm not playing. Of course, because I don't have the money to be wasting on those types of things. And ironically, the reason why people are going crazy for the lottery is because they lowered the odds intentionally to get higher jackpots to convince more people to waste their money on it.
Get back, you scary dogs.
So everybody's falling for it. Or a lot of people are falling for it. What else is going on? Nothing, I'm just playing. I'm playing Dishonored, being leaned back to actually being more obsessive about finding the collectibles than I thought I was even gonna be. But I'm powering through that game. It did not give me. It's not giving me any trouble because I'm not trying to play it the way they want me to play it, which is the issue. They want you to be a full stealth thief style player of the game. And they want you to never be caught. They want you to never get seen. And if you try to play it that way, kill nobody, set off no alarms, yeah, you're gonna have a real difficult time. Particularly because I'm pretty sure there's no new game plus. So your abilities and stuff that you have, I don't think you can take with you. I know you can rewind levels, but I don't think that helps you either as much as you would think. Because when you rewind levels, I'm pretty sure it takes away every ability you didn't have up to that point. So there might be a very incremental improvement that you could do in the first level that might get you a save game to the second level being higher. Taunt and Divine Shield.
The gate is
Play this and
reporting for duty.
so when you don't play it the way they want you to play it and you just kill people as soon as they attack you, playing on easy too, it's easy, but it's still kind of difficult in a few parts. So I'm just running through the story. I'm getting all the collectibles, oddly enough. Man, I just lost again.
Locked and loaded.
Just lost again. Darn it. Not making any progress. I shouldn't have played as the paladin, I just realized. Should have played as the rogue. And then gone and played as the priest in free play. Yeah, that would have been the right move. That was a bad mistake on my part. I'm wasting XP to level up by playing as the paladin. I got blinded by the infinitely small chance I might make the secret paladin deck. Let me explain the secret paladin deck since I just mentioned it. Basically, there is a character now from the League of Explorers that's a legendary that will put one of every secret that you have in your deck on the field. So you can have 5 secrets or more on the field doing that. So if you have 2 of those guys and you have 10 or more secrets on your deck, they all kind of work together to do some major damage, but not as much damage as I feel like it really should, but it still seems to be very powerful. Because you have your noble sacrifice, which stops anybody from attacking anything for their first attack. And then you have avenge, which gives +3/+2 to when noble sacrifice dies. And then you have resurrection, which would bring back the noble sacrifice guy again and keep him alive. And there's a couple others.
Shields up. Red alert.
So this one does 2 damage. So she thinks she's beaten me, but she doesn't know about this.
Weapons ready.
There we go. And I'm sure there's other cards you would play in Secret Paladin. Seems like Reno Jackson really is turning into this thing you should play. I don't know particularly why that is the case, but it does seem like it has become the case.
Let me think.
The light compels you.
This is my responsibility.
Weapons ready.
Job's done.
Interesting. Well, at least that protects these two guys. Next turn I can bring out this guy and then do this. Charge Divine Shield. Let's actually do
The
this.
cavalry's here. Giddy up.
It doesn't kill me because I'm not
Reporting for
damaged.
duty.
Weapons ready.
Let's see. Vaporize.
This
No
is
big
my
deal.
Hail,
Attack. Good. So play
Well
this,
met.
play this, get a couple
Reporting
more
for duty.
attack here.
Reporting for duty.
Is that second vaporize?
This
No,
is
it's a
my
nice barrier. Good, we attack, we end the turn. So I do have the DLC for Dishonored, and I'll play through it. Some of it may be too difficult. Man, I kind of wish that was on the field before I had done that. Let's see.
Not on my watch.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Try that again now that this guy's on the field.
The gates are open.
Interesting. Hey, I got a victory. I'm glad for that. So we need to get more victories with the paladin or the priest. It doesn't really matter. We'll go through this arena run, and that'll just be this recording. This recording. Yeah, not session. Just this recording, because I am trying to get recordings down to 30 minutes, trying to get more of them. If I can, it feels like I can power through Dishonored, which means
I will
I can
fight
then
with honor.
start working on the next series after Series 7, I believe so. Series 8, which I think half of that is already recorded too, so I might even be working on Series 9, just depending on the timing.
Job's done.
Let's see.
Shields up.
Play
Red
this.
alert.
Go. It would be cool to play stacking. It would be cool to play. I think Mirror's Edge is the next thing after Dishonored, but it will not be. Recording Dishonored right now, I don't have an exact clear idea
Not
of
on my watch.
when
Weapons ready.
Dishonored 2 is coming out. I am noticing definitely
One
an
shot.
increase, or, well, no, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, I've noticed a lot of how much of a Bethesda game Dishonored was intended to be, and it's kind of a miracle in itself that
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
that the game turned out good at all. And there's definitely things that need to be fixed with it. Well, let's just, do we want to just kill
This
this
is
guy?
my responsibility.
Weapons ready.
Give it a shot.
Yep. So,
Drag no
like,
stupid!
Dishonored seems like it was absolutely going to be an open world game that absolutely was going to have the Bethesda, like, pick up thousands of items, and all of that got scaled back. It totally feels like it should have, and probably was planned to have a level up system.
Reporting for duty.
I'll
It-
give it a shot.
Job's done.
But they must have not gotten very far into the level, because the quests, because there are no quests there that are, so that's weird. Well, actually, there's more side quests than you would really think, if we're gonna be completely honest. Let's see.
Get back, you scurvy dogs!
To battle!
I'll give it a shot.
So here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna kill all the others. So he would have to attack with this and this, and do 7 to his face, and then redemption is gonna bring him back to health with 1, and so I can do another 7. So 14 is my hope.
A knife.
Do I want taunt and divine shield, or just charge?
I am thunder.
Come on, win. Darn it. Darn the luck. The graphics, however, in Dishonored look awful. The story in the world never really gets explained as much as I would like, because it's an interesting setting and it just doesn't go good. The high chaos good ending, bad ending, and the low chaos good ending is just awful and does not work well at all in this game. Shouldn't be good. Let's see. Go ahead and do that. The sword play mechanic in it is kind of dumb. We haven't had a lot of games with swordplay mechanics lately.
Sorry.
Maybe, I guess we just haven't really wanted it. Like, it was in Skyrim too, but I played Skyrim with the bow and arrow, so Skyrim came out after this, and it feels like some of the lessons learned in Dishonored were put into Skyrim and future games. It's strange that Bethesda's the publisher for Dishonored. You can feel that they were more than just a publisher, that they helped them, they gave them code, or the team that was working on it at one time worked for Bethesda.
Reporting for duty.
I'm gonna lose again. I can't believe it, I'm gonna lose again.
Unleash the
I don't know why I can't believe it. I do nothing but lose in this game some days. So yeah, I like Dishonored, but I'm really hoping to see some major improvements in Dishonored 2. And so far, from what we've been shown in the trailers, which I don't know if you should trust them, you probably shouldn't. that it looks like a lot of things might have been improved upon. Yeah, let's see. We get a pack and a like worthless legendary card, I believe. So before we open the pack, let's just look at this card. Disenchant it for 5. That was a huge ripoff. 5 dust. So let's go ahead and buy our new entry for next week as far as the arena runs. And let's go ahead and open this pack. So that was a huge waste and not good as far as arena runs. But every arena run we play, we get at least a pack, and that kind of matters. That is kind of helpful. So 5 new cards, how many of those are going to get turned into dust? 3. 3 cards give me 15 more dust. That's not super useful. So now I have 2 Savannah High mains and 2 Pit Lords. The thing about dust though is once we've hit that point where there's nothing you can really craft for 100 or 400 or 800 or 1600. Once we've hit that point, all that extra dust is just going to be perfect for the next expansion, because I would then be able to buy 50 packs, get relatively half of everything, and then use dust to get all the new legendaries, all the everything. And I think you kind of have to do that if you want to try to be competitive in Hearthstone. I mean, really competitive, where you get up the rank and make it to rank 1 or higher, legendary status. Right now I'm missing so many cards. I'm just going through this and looking at all the cards I'm missing. It's really no wonder why I can't win. I just don't have the cards. And that kind of sucks. It totally sucks. And that's the problem with collectible card games versus regular card games, where you're given a full set of every possible card that can be played. And even now they're starting to get to the point where it might be cool if we could play just certain expansions, but I don't think it would ever get to, they'd ever allow that. It'd be nice if I said I only want to play people with classic cards, but the only way you could do that would be to set up a tournament and do like LAN play and only play with your friends, people that have friended you, that agree to those rules and make decks that follow those rules. That's the only way you'll probably ever be able to do something like that. So we have to, if you want to even stay somewhat competitive, even a little bit competitive in Hearthstone, you have to constantly be getting more cards. And that's the whole point. At least I'm not spending real money on it. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.